Yo, good morning guys, welcome back to today's video. It is January 12th. It is a Monday today. Overall, no setups were taken today. A lot of potential in the market, but I ended up staying out, and I'm calling it a day here because we're back at all-time highs, and I've had two potential setups, and so because they didn't play out, I think I'm ready to call it a day. Price action is actually pretty good looking this morning. I'll kind of start from the top. Again, we have multiple breaks to the upside on the 4 hours, so I am overall looking for longs. This is the last clear break that you can see here. This 4-hour order block right here. Now, we were all the way up here, so I'm not expecting a reaction off of here. If you look at, this is micro gold, but if you look at mini gold, this is actually a bearish candle, so that's actually an order block, but overall I actually ended up just using this 1 hour order block anyways, and eventually this second one here. So if I'm looking for long, what are my higher time frame confluences? Today is mostly order blocks. We have a reaction off of here, and now we're pushing up. What time did this candle close? So this candle closed at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, so this became an order block as well. We do have some swing liquidity right here as well. And so to kind of go over the setups here, we had a pre-fractal New York break, so our first break, this is 5 minute. Our first break happens right here. Swing liquidity serves as the energy time frame liquidity as well, but eventually we had a second break to the upside right here. Now 2 breaks to the upside, everything is still intact. As long as it doesn't break twice below this swing, then the setup is still valid for me. And as you can see, overall higher low liquidity, or internal higher low liquidity, was grabbed, and this PA level was formed. So this was the first setup. Reason why I didn't get in on this is because, again, it was right at 7:30 indice or stock market opens, and last week I got burned twice from doing that, so I'm trying to find a new approach when it comes to the 7:30 open. Now it did kind of play out. Like, let's say I wanted to risk 120 ticks, this overall would have just been a break-even trade anyways, so didn't really play out. I know some team members in my group ended up using this as a second entry, and they got in here. I personally don't really like doing that as much if it's like a pullback, so I'd rather just treat it as a second, or like a fresh break here. So overall, we're just going to erase, and we're just going to keep it like this. So if I'm working off of fresh fractals here, or fresh breaks, the swing liquidity sits here, and I have some higher low liquidity sitting here, and a second higher low right here. So overall, I wanted price to kind of come down and grab this, tap into this order block, and then take off. So if this candle here had done like something like this, that would have been super clean, and I would have gotten in probably like right there. Again, let's say liquidity was grabbed, and that this was our PA level. 1 minute EMA entry order limit was actually available, so if I wanted a super precise entry, I could have gone here. But most likely, I would have gone in like somewhere, let's say like somewhere like that, right? I probably would have done 60 ticks. Damn, this is break even too. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that would have been break even too. Because it would have went to a 1-to-1, I would have pushed break even, and then I would have got stopped out before full take profit. That would have been even more annoying, to be honest. But again, like, this is only to, because I'm going aggressive on the evals, risking 1.5%, so I can, you know, nail it in like 2-3 trades. If this was a funded account, then I always take partials at the 1-to-1, so that would have been profitable anyways. But today overall, I think I had a really good performance. I set out my goals for yesterday for this week, reflecting off of last week. This week, I'm not looking for wins or losses. I'm mostly looking to just consecutively get up and do my morning routine. And what that really consists of is basically, instead of going to the computer right away and just staring at a chart or sitting on the couch, you know, waiting for 6:30, I'm like half asleep when I'm doing that. So when I wake up, I'd like to, you know, go upstairs, get ready upstairs, kind of like give myself 15-20 minutes to actually wake up, come to the desk at 6:15, 6:20, and then actually analyze and execute if there's anything to execute. So that is my goal for this week, to consecutively do that every day for this week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Tuesday.